From CBS4, this is your News Now.
Now at 6, vaccinating Indiana's most vulnerable. Why CVS pharmacist says their focus right now is on protecting residents at long-term care facilities.
Tonight, we're answering more of your COVID-19 vaccine questions, the advice doctors are giving for those with allergies.
And we're tracking snow showers moving towards central Indiana right now. Before your Wednesday, we'll have heavy rainfall and gusty winds. A timeline coming up in the Weather Authority forecast.
Tonight, CBS4 is getting answers to your questions about the COVID-19 vaccine.
CBS4's Darius Johnson explains what he found out about vulnerable Hoosiers and those with allergies.
When it comes to vaccine distribution, Indiana has followed CDC guidance so far. Now people are starting to question the Phase 1B plan, which includes those 75 and older and frontline essential workers.
The state has not really published very much information about exactly how they're going to prioritize the next releases of vaccine and who we want to target with each release.
Frank from Indianapolis and Wilma from Columbus asked similar questions. How will seniors know when they can be vaccinated?
Later on, when we get to more general public immunization, it'll be more of a public media effort to get people interested, to notify of where to go, how to schedule. But that will be farther down the road.
Lloyd from Noblesville wanted to know about how to enroll to receive the vaccine, especially for those with underlying health conditions.
I think in the early stages, they'll be working through service providers to get to the folks who qualify for vaccinations.
We do expect that by appointment only, patients will be able to go into any of our locations to receive their vaccine.
And finally, Barb in Lafayette has severe allergies to medicine and gold. She asked if it's safe for someone with allergies to get vaccinated.
You have severe enough level of allergies that you've got to carry an EpiPen to prevent anaphylaxis. That's something to be concerned about.
Experts say your reaction doesn't prevent you from being vaccinated. It just means you need to be monitored for a longer period of time. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Darius Johnson.
Now, if you have questions on the vaccine, send them to us and we'll take them to an expert to get you some answers. All you have to do is go to cbs4indy.com/vaccine. Vaccination efforts continue statewide as Indiana hits an unfortunate milestone today. The state health department is reporting more than 500,000 total COVID-19 cases since March, becoming one of 13 states with more than 500,000 cases.
Protesters call for an end today to the latest COVID-19 restrictions in Fishers. This was the scene outside the Fishers City Hall. They protested the order closing all bars and restaurants at 10 p.m. These protesters say they understand controlling the virus, but closing bars and restaurants on New Year's Eve will hurt businesses unfairly.
If the CDC is saying that it is spreading now more in small home gatherings than out in bars and restaurants, the idea that you would close bars and restaurants and then basically put people in a situation where they would choose to have home parties, you're not really making a sound decision.
Rainwater lost a bid for governor last month when he lost a bid to Eric Holcomb.
The first dose doesn't end the pandemic, and we have many months ahead of us as the vaccine rolls out to get over this very difficult time.
Tonight, we learn more about the mobilized effort to vaccinate residents of long-term care facilities. Those clinics launched yesterday in the state. A pharmacist explains why a small dose felt like a Christmas gift to our most vulnerable.
Alrighty, sir. One of the most impactful experiences that we had as a team was just going in the front door.
For months, visitors have not been able to walk inside Indiana nursing homes.
They haven't been able to see their family because of COVID. They've had to look at them through windows.
Now, this visit by pharmacists will hopefully change that.
They did express how this was like their Christmas gift.
Johari Martin is a district leader with CVS Health. The pharmacy began administering the COVID-19 vaccine at Indiana nursing homes this week.
I want people to see, and we've talked to some of the residents, how easy this process is.
Martin is based out of Ohio, but she's touching base with teams in the Hoosier State. CVS plans to administer vaccines at nearly 1,000 Indiana long-term care facilities over the next 3 months.
Our purpose is to help people on their path to better health, and we feel like that's exactly what we've been able to do with this experience.
Right now, long-term care residents make up more than half of COVID-19 deaths in the state.
Number one reason for increased deaths in any congregate setting is the greater spread of COVID-19 in the surrounding community.
All 92 counties in Indiana are seeing moderate to high community spread. A quarter are highlighted in red.
Vaccine gives folks hope in terms of turning the corner against this very difficult fight against COVID-19.
A new weapon in this battle to protect our most vulnerable Hoosiers.
We need this vaccination to get back to normal.
Now, before Christmas, Walgreens also began administering COVID-19 vaccine to residents and staff at long-term care facilities. This week, the pharmacy is expanding that effort across 48 states, including Indiana.
This afternoon, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris received her first dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. She received her shot along with her husband in Washington, D.C. Harris called the entire process painless and says getting the vaccine is about saving lives.
I look forward to getting the second vaccine, and literally this is about saving lives. It's literally about saving lives. I trust the scientists, and it is the scientists who created and approved this vaccine. So I urge everyone, when it is your turn, get vaccinated.
Senator Harris will get her second dose of vaccine in 28 days. After yesterday's vote by the U.S. House to increase stimulus payments to $2,000, the issue stalled in the Senate today.
Is there objection to the modification?
Object.
Objection is heard.
The bill was brought to the floor by Democrat Chuck Schumer for unanimous consent. Republican Mitch McConnell didn't say why he rejected that move today. He claims he wants to bring the issue to a full vote later.
New into our newsroom, the mutated form of COVID-19, more contagious than the current strain found in the UK, this month has been found in Colorado. This marks the first U.S. case with that new variant. According to the state's governor, the case was found in a man in his 20s with no travel history. Health officials there say they are monitoring the man's symptoms very closely. A live look now over downtown tonight as parts of central Indiana prepare for an end to the dry weather. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Chris Wright joins us now to talk about the shift that could create some risk for drivers, Chris.
Yeah, maybe some icy spots out there on the roadways late tonight, early tomorrow morning. A beautiful scene on the Midtown Plaza up in Carmel right now, just a cloudy sky across the area. We're watching that snow now spread across Illinois. It's moving off to the northeast, so most of it's going to miss central Indiana, but we can see a few snow showers, especially across the north central part of the state late tonight into early tomorrow morning before the rainfall moves in. Right now, everything going on off to our north and to our west, but watch it very carefully to track this system as it moves on through. We saw the high make it up into the middle 30s this afternoon. That's where we are right now. 36 the current temperature in Bloomington, 32 in Lafayette, and 35 in Muncie. For this evening, we'll stay cloudy with a chance for a snow shower or two. We'll see the temperature staying near the freezing mark with a southeast wind at 10. Overnight, the snow continues across north central Indiana. Rainfall develops across the northwest part of the state, and that'll be moving in for us during the day tomorrow. Now, low temperatures are going to drop down below freezing. That's why we have that concern about the area roadways for tonight. We'll talk more about rain and when rain will change over to snow coming up in the Weather Authority forecast.
All right, Chris, thank you. IMPD investigating a homicide after a body was found on the near north side. Police say they found that body on North Meridian Street this morning. IMPD didn't say if the person was shot or how they died. The coroner working to determine the exact cause right now.
A father is asking for the public's help after his son was murdered on Christmas Day. The killing took place at the Motor 8 Inn on the east side. Sherman Skipper Jr. was found stabbed to death inside a first-floor room. His father says having to spend the holiday season burying his son has been hard and hopes whoever is responsible for the killing is brought to justice.
It kind of just knocks you down. The reality is that you can be here today and gone tomorrow. It's tragic, happening every day, I hate to say.
Police reports show just 10 days prior to being killed, Sherman Jr. survived after being stabbed on East Washington Street. Officials in Bloomington are finding a correlation between COVID-19 spread and wastewater. According to a 10-week study, officials found wastewater can show new COVID-19 community hotspots and can find new outbreaks even with the vaccine released. Officials say even though wastewater can kill COVID-19, some of the virus can be detected. So Bloomington will keep collecting samples just in case the program continues next year.
New information just into our newsroom now. The Marion County Public Health Department will not implement any new curfews ahead of New Year's Eve. All bars, restaurants, taverns, and nightclubs must still be closed for indoor dining and drink service by midnight. Carry-out dining is allowed. We spoke this week to bar owners who say the new guidelines will limit how much business they can have on New Year's Eve.
It's going to be a significant downfall for us for waiting to the last minute to announce ticket sales. And the 25% capacity, I mean, we can't pay 100% bills with 25% capacity limitations.
Those business owners say the majority of their business typically comes after midnight on New Year's Eve. They'll be working on a strategy to help people ring in the new year safely.
Now, we did speak to the nursing director of infection prevention at IU Health, and she says at this point, just stay home if you can, but if you do go out, keep these tips in mind.
But if you are determined to go, then maybe you can look at celebrating during, some off hours or not a busy period of time. But it is going to be those public places unmasked for a long period of time that will be your highest risk of getting infected.
Kelly says even if you go to a small party, the chance of you getting COVID-19 is still fairly high. So if you have to be out, remember to social distance and wear a mask when you are not eating or drinking.
The Boeing 737 MAX took off for its first flight since two deadly crashes forced Boeing to ground that plane. American Airlines flew from Miami to New York and back. The planes were ordered to get modifications in March of 2019 after two deadly crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia that killed 346 people. Investigators found the flight control system caused those crashes due to bad sensor readings. American Airlines says they don't have a plan to bring the plane back to Indy just yet. They plan on flying the Miami to New York route through early January. They will add more 737 MAX planes into service in the following months.
Next at 6, a major traffic update for drivers of State Road 37. Why officials say the future of I-69 is worth the short-term frustrations.
A new proposal to help protect construction crews and slow drivers down. Why one state lawmaker hopes the third time is the charm.
Hey, it's Chief Master Sergeant Fryer. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody back in Lafayette, Indiana. Go Harrison High School football. Go Raiders.
And no money down at Ashley Home Store.
Major traffic changes are coming this weekend south of Indianapolis. INDOT plans to close a 5-mile section of State Road 37 in Martinsville for most of next year to make way for the new I-69 project. CBS4's Zach Myers has what you need to know.
Up to 30,000 vehicles pass through this section of State Road 37 every day. This weekend, that number will be 0.
There will be some headaches, I think, along the way, but I think the long-term gains will outweigh those.
Starting early Saturday morning, INDOT will shut down this 5-mile stretch of 37 through Martinsville for most of 2021.
They'll basically rebuild the lanes of what was 37 and upgrade them to interstate standards to create I-69 here in Martinsville.
The official detour uses State Roads 39, 67, and 144, and there will be signs for drivers to follow. Still, people are expecting big delays.
There's going to be a lot of people that aren't either going to realize it or, they're just going to forget, and they're going to back up a lot of the local roads.
I'm sure it'll be slow, so just like it was for the last section of it.
Project planners hope not. INDOT says a complete highway shutdown as opposed to partial closures will save about a year of construction.
The contractor will be able to bring in more crews, more equipment. They'll be able to work on multiple bridges.
The $1.5 billion I-69 project is slated for completion in Indianapolis in 2024. For the next year, the focus will be here, moving north.
I think eventually it'll be worth it, but in the meantime, yeah, it's going to be a headache.
In Martinsville, Zach Myers, CBS4 News.
Aside from the closure in Martinsville, 37 will also be down to 1 lane in both directions up to the Johnson County line.
Indiana lawmakers will have another chance to put speed-activated cameras in construction zones. Those cameras will only operate if there are workers present at the time. Anyone going faster than 11 miles an hour over the speed limit will have their license plate photographed. First offense is a warning. The second, a $75 ticket. The third, $100. Senator John Ford says with more road projects planned for 2021, this could be the year the proposal passes.
I'm hoping, but the goal is always to create the best policy, not to generate revenue after this, but for safety.
Ford also says these cameras only take pictures of your license plate. The footage cannot be used for anything else without a court order.
Now to a look over downtown Indy tonight as the sun is setting on your Tuesday. Sounds like we may have a chance for some light snow and even some rain. Chief Meteorologist Chris Wright has what to expect.